Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I will be comparing TDS with the new game TDX. So let's get started.
Graphics.
TDX has had a lot of effort put into its graphics, and it definitely paid off. Everything is super detailed and looks nice. TDX tries to look realistic, unlike TDS. One of my favorite details has to be that they added a bottom to the oil rig map. Unlike TDX, TDS doesn't try to be realistic. This means that TDS has less details on its maps and zombies. Speaking about zombies, they are way more detailed than TDX. I mean, just look at these. I think TDX wins this round. Let's see what's next to compare.
Gameplay.
Even though both games are tower defense games, the gameplay is surprisingly different. The first thing you might notice in TDX is that the towers have two upgrade paths. This allows towers to have more depth while also allowing more room for strategy in the game. The second thing you might notice is that the towers in TDX have HP. This is because the bosses can unalive your towers in TDX. TDS doesn't have any of this. It only has one upgrade path for towers, and your towers can only be stunned, they can't be unalived. Because of this, TDX gains another point. Now, onto the next comparison.
Variety.
Hey, if you're enjoying the videos so far, I would appreciate it if you could like and subscribe. Now, back to the video. TDS has a huge variety of maps. There are too many for me to count. Meanwhile, TDX only has 15 maps. This means TDS has way more maps. TDS also has a lot of towers, a total of 43 to be exact. TDX only has 15 towers, but since these towers have two upgrade paths, I'll count it as 30. TDS also has a huge variety of game modes. These include Hardcore, Badlands, Polluted Wastelands, and Pizza Party. You also have Normal, Molten, and Fallen mode. This means that TDS has a total of 7 modes to play. That's a lot. TDX currently only has 4 playable modes. Nightmare mode isn't playable yet. This means that TDS has more maps, towers, and modes than TDX. I think it's pretty clear that TDS wins this round. Now, let's get on to the next and last thing I'll compare in this video.
Balancing.
TDX never feels unfair. While playing TDX, I never thought something was unbalanced or unfair. You won't get towers instantly in TDX. There will be some time between getting 2 towers. Every tower is good in its own way. In TDS, a lot of the towers are cheaper. While this does mean you have more choice, you spend less time playing with a tower. Some towers are also just way better than others. Why would you play with Freezer or Paintballer if the starter tower Scout is better? The gameplay in TDS is also unbalanced. Mysteries aren't fun. It can feel frustrating if mystery bosses spawn a lot of speedy bosses. Sometimes events are also unbalanced. Most of the time they are nearly impossible to defeat. TDS isn't always hard. It can also be very easy. Look how easily Fallen mode is beaten, even though Fallen is supposed to be one of the harder modes. The Fallen boss has barely moved and already lost 50,000 HP. I think it's pretty clear that TDX wins this category. Now, let's get onto the results.
Results.
I compared TDX and TDS in 4 different categories. In 3 of those, TDX came out on top. You also have to remember that TDX is still in a beta phase, meaning way more maps, towers, and even a new mode will come in the future. However, I'm not saying TDS is bad. TDS definitely has its upsides. This was a really hard comparison to make, as TDX came out 3 days ago. But that was it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.